You see, this is the trouble with hard shoulders. Because there is a tendency for cars to stop in them from time to time, you can't treat the hard shoulder as an alternative to the fast lane. That's certainly not made his journey any quicker. Looking at it again, the crash is beautiful in its simplicity. Hard shoulder shared by stationary car and fast approaching vehicle, resulting in loud, clear smash-up. As the icing on the cake, and with perfect comic timing, the wheel falls off. In a situation like this, the cops know exactly what needs to be done. Drive up the hard shoulder and take a closer look at that amazing spinning wheel. Then contact the Guinness Book of Records to report a new record for longest spin of tyre recently detached from its point of operation. Now, a couple of traffic cops have stopped on the hard shoulder for a manly picnic on the verge, when suddenly, this happens. We've seen already in the show how some people respond to the police by driving straight into them, but that's just ridiculous. What on earth was he thinking? Here's another one. Cops sitting quite happily on the hard shoulder, working out whether it's 3 people in that soft top or whether it's just 2 people playing patty cake, when this happens. Ooh, close shave. Though not for the driver of the lorry. Oops, that's gonna go. That's definitely gonna go. Yep, that's gone. The driver was alright and climbed out unhurt. In making this show, we've seen a lot of hard shoulder footage like this, and one thing is frighteningly apparent. The American police force face danger and death pretty much every day of their lives.
Where did you stay at in Miami?
Like that. He actually escaped unhurt. But it's yet another example of the lack of respect paid to these fearless officers. Of course, you may disagree with their ethics and question their methods, but that doesn't make driving a ruddy big truck into them acceptable. So we've decided that cops are very brave, but then you'd have to be for situations like this. Brain-dead driver responds to simple stimuli, flashing lights in this case, by heading straight for them. But when it comes to dramatic hard shoulder action, this clip filmed in Ohio is probably about as good as it gets. A trooper pulls up to lend assistance to one of his colleagues. It's not exactly what you'd call an emergency because our copper seems to be taking his time. I'm guessing a certain tasty foodstuff might be responsible for his tardy attendance. Anyway, eventually he surfaces, but that was his mistake, you see. Miraculously, the traffic cop escapes unhurt, but he doesn't quite know what hit him. But you and me do. It was that white car there. In fact, if we take a closer look, the cop does have a few moments to spot what's happening. When he clocks the car heading straight for him, he takes evasive action by jumping on the spot of it. And I think he just gets clipped by the other cop car's mangled boot lid. A few moments later, and people are everywhere, picking over the debris and trying to look important.